So happy 4th of July, everybody. Well, everybody in the United States, happy Independence Day. My 30th wedding anniversary just passed, and my wife and I went up to Keachie, Vermont, and they have an antique center there. Right next door is the Whisper Hill shaving soap, or soap company, and they sell a Whisper Hill shaving soap. And one of the things I like to do is try out some of the craft soaps. There's a number of small artisans around who are making soaps and shaving soaps. To be honest, several of them I haven't cared for, but every once in a while I run into one that is just tremendous and I have to speak out about. So this is Whisper Hill shaving soap. It's citrus ginger, and I mean, I met the guy who makes it. I saw his little shop where he makes it, but the scent of this is kind of like orange peels, lime, grapefruit, and then if you make stir fry and you use the fresh ginger and cut it up, it's got that scent in there, and I think he has some menthol or something in there, or maybe it's the ginger, but I'll apply that. I haven't had a better soap. I'll just say that. It's to me it's a top class soap, reasonably priced. You can go on the Whisper Hill website and order it, or if you're in Vermont, it's certainly worth crossing the street to look at this guy's products. He does a great job. In the antique shop, I saw a Super Speed, and it was gold plated, and I was a little confused because I really hadn't remembered seeing a Super Speed that was gold plated. So, but I bought it, and I found out later, after doing a little research, this was produced as a Milord, and it appears to have been made for the Christmas season in 1949. So if you have a 1940 Super Speed, you know that they're a fairly good, efficient razor. Some people believe they're better than the 50 Super Speeds. One of the engineering changes that they made on this, and you have to remember the time. It's like after World War II, people have some excess money around. Now you've had the Schick injector razor around where you can load it, click, click, in a flash. Then the Gem Razor Company comes out with their razor where you can just flip the top open, and they have their dispenser. You just hit the thumb out and they say load in a flash. No taking the razor out of paper and everything else. So Gillette, of course, gets into the market with their dispenser. So they make a little engineering change. If you look very closely on the Super Speeds, and that's why I'm pretty sure this Milord came out in 1949, not 1946. there's a little tab here, and that was so when you flick the blade out, you would catch it on the tab and then just draw. Well, that didn't work out. Just draw and lay it into your razor. Now, I didn't want to use my blue razor. Now I'm going to have to be careful that I don't step on it. I'm going to use my favorite razor, Persona Blue. Now let's talk about the soap. This is just a tremendous soap. I don't bloom it. It goes on nice and thick. No, it's a hard soap. It lathers very well. And that aroma, I can't describe it. I don't know if it's the citrus or that smell of raw ginger, and then kind of like a menthol, it's like it's cooling your face. And I don't know if there's menthol in it or if it's the ginger doing it. I don't know. But you can see I like the soap. Okay. The Milord, like the 1940s Super Speeds, is a good razor. You have to find the angle, the sweet spot on it. Good feedback for a twist to open razor. Now getting back to the soap, put a little water on this. Look, it's like it's got an incredible slickness to it. It's almost like I've used a shaving oil. I could almost just water up my face and do the second pass. I'm not, because I like the aroma of this soap. So my wife and I go to Vermont a lot, and something tells me I'm going to be going out of my way because he had a few other interesting shaving soaps there. And I'm using an old ever-ready brush, probably as old as I am. Okay, so I'm going to finish my shave and then have a few parting words. my hand right now, it's just like I got shaving oil on it. That's how good the shaving soap is. And the fragrance, and it's not an overwhelming fragrance. It's just a mild, nice, well, enough about the soap. Let me finish my shave. So a lot of people don't like the super speeds, even the 1940 super speeds, because they say they're too mild. My experience is certainly on the red tip super speed, and on the 1940 super speed, and with this, although technically it's not a super speed, but the Milord, I find you get a very efficient shave, very comfortable shave, and this is baby bottom smooth. I didn't even have to really do pickups or anything, so I am going to put this Milord razor in my rotation. Of course, in honor of 4th of July, I have to use the American Blend, which has become one of my favorite aftershaves. And if someone can help me out, when I was a kid and I'd go to a barber shop, there was something they used in the barber shop that smelled like this. I can't remember what it is. If anyone knows, please put it in the comments below. So I'm going to be treasuring this Whisper Hill shaving soap, and I am certainly going to be one of their customers from now on. So I'll just say I've never had a better soap. I'll leave it like that. And the Milord razor, if you can get it at a good price. They did put real gold plating on this, but it was so thin, most of them out there are worn off. If you can get one that's in fairly good condition, but I'm not going to bother to have this replated or anything else like that. It's a 70-year-old razor, so it should look like a 70-year-old razor. It's clean, it works well. That's really all I care about. And it was very cheap. So, cheap shaver out. Enjoy Independence Day.